Holy crap, guys. Look at that. We have Bed Bath & Beyond stock up 8% right now, up about 1.5 cents. I know, crazy. It's up about a penny on the day as we have the overall markets getting completely destroyed. We have the Russell down 2.3, the Nasdaq's down 1.8, the S&P's down 1.5, as the Dow Jones is down 1%, and we have the VIX up a whopping 15%. So in this video, we're going to break down Bed Bath & Beyond stock, do a quick update there, and talk about a couple of people that have made millions of dollars on the stock. And if we have time later in the video, we're going to break down the overall markets, which again, it is not looking good at all as the markets are about to close in 4 minutes from now. So if you all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. And of course, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. Up to 27 stocks, guys. You can't beat it. Get your free money. More on that later. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video. So what a day today, man. What a day. Markets are about to close. And again, everything is in the red except for a handful of stocks, Bbby being one of them in the green, actually the most green stock on my watch list today, guys. I don't know about you, but earlier in the day, you guys probably remember we talked about the wedge here on Bed Bath & Beyond, and well, we ended up breaking out and seeing a huge run out of that wedge. You guys can see we had clear higher lows being made, but at the same time, we had lower highs being made. You guys see, again, we were in this wedge for a good, a good amount of the day up until about 11 a.m. That's when we started to completely break out, as you guys can see here on the intraday chart. Let me show you. If I zoom in, boom, we had higher lows being made, but again, lower highs. Then I made the video right around here. I think my last video on Bed Bath & Beyond today, I think it was at about 10:45, 11 a.m. And lo and behold, we ended up exploding out of that wedge. We went from roughly 20 cents, 19.8 roughly, all the way up to about 22.5 cents. We took the highs out from earlier. And since that point, guys, well, we've been selling off. You guys can see we've made lower high after lower high after lower high since that point, so we're clearly making lower highs. But again, look at this. Now we have a bigger wedge that's playing out. We have clear higher lows being made all throughout the day today. Let me show you guys this. Boom. We have the one low right here. Boom. You guys see that? Another one right here. Another one right here. And by the looks of it, we're about to close in 2 minutes. We're about to close up 5-6% on the day at another higher low. But again, we have lower highs being made at the same time. Boom. We have one right here, one right here, one right here. So now heading into tomorrow, and honestly, we're probably going to get direction in the aftermarket hours here, but we have to wait and see what direction we end up getting. Do we break out of the wedge like this, like we did earlier today in that smaller wedge and see another big move, or do we end up collapsing under the wedge here? We start taking out the lows from about 3:30 p.m. being about 19.8. We take out that, we might be going to 19.5. If that breaks, we might be going down to the lows from the pre-market being about 18.5 cents. So I'm waiting for direction here on Bed Bath & Beyond, as again, we're about to close and we're up about 6% so far on the day. And you guys can also see here we have a head and shoulders on BBBY as well here on the intraday, right? You guys see the left shoulder right here. We have the head right here, and the right shoulder is right here, as now we're failing to break out of that neckline at about 20 to 21 cents. And there goes an alert for triple Q. Maybe we'll take a look at that in a couple of minutes. But this is not the most bullish pattern, guys, the fact that we do have a head and shoulders. And again, we have that wedge. So direction, direction, direction. That is what I'm waiting for. We're probably not going to get it here in the next minute or two, but we might in the aftermarket. And tomorrow, of course, is a fresh day. We're going to get a lot more price action. There goes the markets. BBBY ended up closing up 6%, 5.5% roughly on the day. So I'm going to set some alerts here. I'm going to put one at 21.5 cents, 0.215. Let me do that now, which is right by the neckline of the head and shoulders. If that breaks, boom, a lot more upside could be coming from there. But if we fall under, let's say, 19 cents, we start taking the lows out from the pre-market. That is not going to be good for the bulls. We can see a lot more selling from that point in time. So 19 cents, I have an alert, 21.5, 25 cents. We also have a couple other ones here on the downside, I believe. Let me see. I have another one. I have 6 alerts set on Bed Bath & Beyond, guys. So best believe I have alerts set all over the place. And here it looks like we're taking a dump. Hold on a second. Look at that now, guys. Looks like we're starting to fall under 20 cents here in the aftermarket. It looks like we got down to about 19.7. So this thing is selling off a little bit again. Like I said, in the aftermarket, we could get direction, but it's still too early as of now. The market just closed about a minute ago, so let's see how it ends up playing out. Now, guys, let's talk about these people that made millions of dollars on Bed Bath & Beyond stock. And I'm sure a lot of retail investors did very well, maybe not millions of dollars, but there's some big boys out there that made a ton of money. You guys probably, maybe or maybe not, you might have heard of these people. I don't know. I know I definitely have, right? Ryan Cohen and Jake Freeman. Look at this. I was reading this article earlier this morning, actually. I planned on making this video earlier today, but I didn't get to it. Here we are now, though. I was reading this, and it absolutely blew my mind. I mean, I already knew this, but I kind of forgot about it. And reading this article this morning sparked my memory, and I was like, holy freaking crap. So, of course, Bed Bath & Beyond, they're going bankrupt. Chapter 11, you guys know that. They're restructuring. Hopefully they get through. I don't know. Time will tell. But Ryan Cohen and Jake Freeman, are you ready for this? They raked in about $180 million in profits on the stock between the both of them. And of course, BBBY stock has plummeted from a high of $30 back in August to now 30 cents as of Friday's close. And of course, as of today's close, you guys just saw it was down to about 19-20 cents. And Ryan Cohen and Jake Freeman have been cemented as rare winners from the Bed Bath & Beyond saga, which I don't know if it's completely over yet. It might not be over yet, guys. So don't get discouraged if you think it's over and everybody's like throwing the towel in. It might not be over yet. We don't know. But of course, we're going to cover it here on the channel. So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And again, Cohen and Freeman, they raked in roughly $180 million in combined profits from the homeware retailer stock in August, less than 8 months before the company's bankruptcy filing a couple of days ago. And Ryan Cohen, which you guys probably know, is Chewy's co-founder and GameStop's chairman, invested roughly $121 million in BBBY in the first quarter of last year, and he purchased 9.8% of the homeware retailer, as well as bullish call options on its shares. And guys, I wish I knew what calls he bought. I mean, he probably made so much freaking money off of calls. Again, he bought $120 million of shares in the first quarter, it looks like. Actually, it doesn't even specify if it's shares or options or what. But either way, he was in this with shares. He was in this with options. And the investor sold all of the shares for $189 million in August, meaning he raked in a roughly $68 million return in the span of 8 months, which is just insane. And Cohen bought into BBBY at prices ranging from $13 to $17, as the SEC filing shows, and the stock climbed to a high of $30, or 100 times its closing price of 30 cents on Friday. So he made a lot of his money, guys, on that move from 13 to roughly $17, where he bought the shares, all the way to $30 as we saw that huge spike back in August, as you guys probably know. And since that point, well, I think he's out completely now. Since that point, he sold and he made a bunch of money, and he says now my views of the business clearly changed. And honestly, guys, he was definitely in this for a quick little money grab. I honestly doubt it was a high conviction, long-term fundamental play for Ryan Cohen. There's no way in the span of a couple of months he went from thinking, oh, Bed Bath & Beyond is going to be the greatest retailer, they're going to come back from the dead, to him rather saying my views of the business clearly changed. Now they're going to be bankrupt and so forth. He knew the whole time there was risk of bankruptcy, but he just wanted to get in the action. That's at least what I think. And he made a ton of money on, and the reality is he probably made a lot of money while retail lost a lot of money. Sure, a lot of money was made by retail during that time period, but think about how many shares he sold to retail. He pretty much dumped his bags on retail at $30 a share, and imagine how many people bought at $30 a share. You guys got to realize that. That is no joke. And Jake Freeman paid about $25 million for a 6.2% stake in BBBY, which he first revealed in late July. And the college student's Freeman Capital Management sold its entire position less than a month later for over $130 million, close to BBBY's entire market capitalization as of the recent close on Friday. That is freaking insane, guys. So this guy, Jake Freeman, 25 mil to 130 mil in a month. Holy moly, that is a crazy return there. And the crazier thing is the fact that now Bed Bath & Beyond's market cap is less than that. That's the freaking crazy thing, guys. Jake Freeman, Ryan Cohen, they made out like freaking bandits, guys. I can't even put it into words. They made out like bandits. And this guy Freeman was only 20 years old at the time. He's probably not even 21 yet. I mean, he might have just had his first drink, guys. He's probably 21 now. That is just insane. So these people made absolute millions, and the reality of the matter is, well, a lot of them dumped shares onto retail. Retail was buying at that point, and well, a lot of those shares are worthless now. Well, not worthless yet, but they're on their way to being worthless, and they're down 99% from the time period where they sold. Well, actually, it doesn't say here where Jake Freeman sold. I'm not exactly sure. It says he sold a month after July. Okay, so I guess he sold in August as well. So, yeah, these shares are down 99% from where they sold, and the reality is they made millions, and sure, a lot of other retail investors probably did very well, but a lot of them got screwed. A lot of them are holding the bag that, well, Freeman, Cohen, and a bunch of other people probably dumped, right? You guys got to realize that. So people made millions. These people literally made millions, and that's just a crazy return. I can't even believe it. $25 million to $130 million in a month, and the guy is 20 years old. I mean, I don't know the whole history behind Jake Freeman. I don't know, did he come from wealth, but where the heck did this money come from? I mean, this stuff is insane. I mean, I don't know. Is his dad somebody that's a billionaire that I'm not aware of? I don't know, guys. Either way, but that is pretty much the main part of this video, and I just realized we're about 12 minutes in, so I might as well wrap up the video here. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, because we'll talk more about the markets in another video. I wasn't able to get into them in this video. It's all good, but we'll make another one and talk about them. And if you guys want some free stocks, if you haven't gotten them already, use that link down below. Those links below, actually. You can get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock. If you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks. And if you deposit at least $1,000, guys, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. Guaranteed, no strings attached. And of course, it also helps out the channel. And don't forget to also get 12 stocks from Webull, also linked down below. And with that being said, holy crap, guys, they did so well, and a lot of people now are holding the bag. That's the reality, and I'm one of them. I have Bed Bath & Beyond stock, but I didn't buy it at $30. I bought at roughly 81 cents, then 29 cents, so my average is 41 cents, something like that. So I'm down, but either way, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you later.